.com. It's been almost a week since a boxing match came to an abrupt halt. One man ended up in the hospital.
Danielle Dwyer was the only reporter that kept rolling past the final bell. She joins us now live in the studio with this amazing story, Danielle.
Jerry and Viviana, it's crazy how your life can change in one instant. 1 minute, two boxers, both hoping for a win, are starting round one, and the next, a punch that almost ends two careers. Now, we haven't shown the video from the fight since it happened of that punch, but now you get to see that and hear the story of how one fight that almost led to death has now brought two opponents closer together. Friday's fight night started like any other for boxer Tommy Bagnasco.
It's a pretty standard fight night. I got to the venue, got there nice and early, set my stuff down, got warmed up.
The 34-year-old Michigan boxer stepped in the ring to face off against Toledo's Roy Beringer. But just under 2 minutes into the first round, two careers almost ended with one punch.
I remember seeing a big white light.
His career could have ended. My career would have ended. I wouldn't have boxed. I probably would have never been the same after that.
As Bagnasco started seizing and going into cardiac arrest, medics emerged from the crowd to do CPR until the ambulance arrived.
Then I remember hearing two women talking, asking how old my daughter was. And I had to tell them she was only 2 months old and I didn't want to die yet.
Toledo Hospital doctors and nurses worked to revive Bagnasco. That's also when Bagnasco found out it wasn't the punch which caused his collapse. It was a heart condition he didn't know he had, but one the doctor says he's probably had for years.
I always just thought my cardio was bad. I was just like, hey, it's the fight game. You got to push through it. And yeah, here we are. I pushed through all the way to this side. It's not the right side to be on.
But for Beringer, it was a sigh of relief.
You train real hard to hurt people, but you don't want to be known as the boxer that killed the guy.
Immediately following the last fight of the night, Beringer wasn't celebrating the win. Instead, his coach and another boxer went to the hospital. A visit they've now made a routine.
It wasn't a victory until I talked to him, basically. Like, the victory was he made it through.
For Bagnasco, he can't thank them enough.
I want to thank Mr. Ware and his coroner and the EMTs. If they wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't be here.
And he says his next challenge is figuring out what to do now that his career is over.
If they put me in a ring, I feel at home. And it's kind of hard to deal with not ever being there again.
Now, Bagnasco was discharged. He had heart surgery Tuesday, put a defibrillator in to keep his heart kind of on rhythm now. And I followed up, found out that he has been discharged. He says he'll go back to training other boxers and kind of taking time to recover, spend time with his family, obviously his wife and his 2-month-old baby girl. So
I consider it's not something you expect when you're going to shoot highlights. Be honest with me. You're a fine young reporter. When you were there that night, did you think we were losing Tommy Bagnasco?
Yes, I do. I couldn't believe, like you said, in sports or in news in general, especially sports, when I'm going to shoot highlights, it's the last thing you expect to see somebody basically facing death, and to see him not get up, to see them start CPR and then know that, this is serious. So
another interesting thing that he said was that he had some signs, but he just felt as an athlete, and many people just pushed through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Their near-death experience, though, could actually save a life. If this was going on as a ticking time bomb inside there, now they know about it and can stay on top of it.
Yeah,
Great
exactly.
reporting.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Danielle.